Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. I have a wonderful guest here on the show. I'd love for her to introduce herself, her first and last name, and the name of her business.
I'm Annmarie Kelly, and my business is the Victorious Woman Project, and I'm an author of 3 books, the most recent one being The 5-Year Marriage.
First of all, I'm obsessed. The first time I met Annmarie, it was like a spark that went off. I'm like, I think she's been my friend all my life. I think she's been my friend all my life. The insights that you bring to the table, not only about being a powerful and really remarkable woman, but also about relationships. And particularly in this particular time, for those of you out there, we are all in this quarantine type of lifestyle where we're looking at our loved ones maybe a little bit differently, just based on the amount of time spent together in this kind of confined area. Even if we are in a comfortable home, it's a different type of relationship. And I know that even before this, you really hit relationships head on in the 5-year marriage. For those folks out there that don't know about the book and the concept, why don't you share that with them? Why don't you share the concept of the book?
And the 5-year marriage is just that, a marriage that lasts for 5 years.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean at the end of 5 years you're done and you get a divorce, although it could mean that. But generally speaking, at the end of 5 years, you look and you say, where have we been? Yeah. Where do we want to go? You do a little evaluation. You figure out what all the good stuff you did in 5 years, all the not so good stuff, maybe the problems that you had in 5 years. And at the end of that time, you say, okay, here's where we want to go. Do we still want to go together? Yeah. And if you do, then the way that I explain it is you spiritually end that marriage and you start a new one. So what a lot of women really like, women in particular like, is that gives them a chance to rethink. You know, sometimes you agree to things that you're not so sure you should have agreed to. Yeah. Well, the 5-year marriage gives you an opportunity to say, wait a second, I want to change that. I want to renegotiate that particular thing. Right. And then it gives you a fresh start. And that fresh start is so important so often for so many people. For me, I mean, I've been doing this I've been married 7 times and 31 years almost 32 years to the same man. Yeah. And we have reset 7 times. This is and each time it's that same process. We sit down and we say, what was good, what was not so good, where do we want to go?
Wow. We want to go? Wow. And I think that that's an interesting thing. And so she says that she's been married 7 times to the same man. So again, it's taking it into segments of 5 in order to gain clarity as to what worked and what didn't work based on that 5-year period of time. And because the notion is that you're changing, they're changing, and being able to realistically look at it. What? Okay.
Life's changing. Everything. What we're going through now, like everything. This is going to change everything, and we need to reset the whole. And many of us need to reset our relationships based on what's going to be the new normal, which we don't even know yet what that is.
We don't even know yet, right? I mean, especially going into it, those out there that were struggling going into the situation. I think that is an interesting space because there were trials and tribulations before quarantine happened. And now you're in a space where you have to deal one-on-one with how it works. And so I know that when we have been talking, first of all, I'm obsessed with Annmarie. I'm obsessed with her. Her wisdom and guidance has always been on my side and really been able to help me navigate. I know that you have this reset that you really are talking about now and the importance to be able to do that, especially in times like this. Why don't you share some insight on that?
So the first thing I'd like to give everybody just a couple quick tips.
Yeah.
If you're with your sweetie and you're getting on each other's nerves, you're used to space, and now suddenly you're not yet, don't have that space. The first thing that I'd like to tell you is be polite. We so often forget we were so polite at the beginning, and then, familiarity, the more familiar you get, sort of, so you belch and you don't say excuse me and you don't say please. And, somebody says, well, do you want a piece of this candy? You say, yeah, instead of yes, please, or yes, thank you. Yeah. And, like that, those little politenesses make a difference.
Yeah.
But remind you that This isn't just somebody. So many times, I used to watch this all the time. People are nicer to the clerk at Wawa than they are to their spouses. And
Right.
that's not right. So rethink that piece and be grateful for, that whole point of saying thank you. Say, I really appreciate that we're here by ourselves and that you're not working, I'm not working, but
Yeah.
let's see if we can make the best of it. And thank you for the good job you've done all these years. So those are like two short tips that
Right.
I think even if you just start being more polite.
Right.
Now, a lot of times we're not being so polite. But the other piece of this is then you might want to say, this has been a rough slog.
Yeah.
At the end of this, let's take a deep pause
Yeah.
and think about resetting our relationship. You're going to need to start. It's like starting over.
Starting
And
over.
it's what the 5-year marriage method is all about. It's like, and what I was just saying, go through and say, here's what used to work really well.
Right.
That was before we had kids, or that was before we were taking care of my parents, or that was, when we were living in another city or another state. So let's stop for a minute and say, how is it now?
Right.
And what was stuff that maybe it worked before, but it's not working so much for us anymore?
Right.
And go back and say, okay, how can we make that different?
Not going to make
It's
that.
not working. What will work instead?
Yeah.
And for me, a lot of times I hear women who are married in that maybe 10 to 12-year time frame.
Yeah.
They may have been stay-at-home moms for a few years. Now the kids are back in school, not today, but but the kids go, and they're back in the corporate workplace, and they are still doing all the stuff that they did when they were stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
Those responsibilities haven't gotten split up.
Right.
I'm going to think about reshifting the way you do your set of responsibilities.
Just
Or
reshifting and resetting, maybe even everything, just being, embrace and really own the fact that it might be time to have a clean slate and rework, as you reset just about everything, just about gain clarity. What I continue to love about the work that you do, it has to come to the table with a sense of honesty and a sense of willingness to work, right?
And willingness.
Yeah.
That's a big deal, because you have to want to do it. I mean, you can talk and talk and talk all you want, but unless you're actually willing
Yeah.
to come to the table and be honest, it doesn't work if you're not. Like, some people just like to give lip service. Well, she wants to do this, so I'm just going to do it. That
Right.
doesn't work. It's not going to make anything be different.
Oh, it's not going to make anything be different. But I want things to be different for all of you. I want us to all survive in a happy, healthy, and safe way during this very, very difficult time, especially those of you who may have gone into the quarantine with some struggles or are now having struggles because you're in the quarantine. I know that my friend Annmarie can help you navigate through it, not only through her book, but by getting in touch with her. So if you are looking for a reset, if it is time for you to relook at your marriage 5 years at a time and beyond, I want you to get in touch with my friend Annmarie. If people would like to get in touch with you, one, if they'd like to purchase the book, where would they get that? And then if they'd like to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
They can get the book on Amazon. They can download the Kindle right now. You go to Amazon, download the Kindle, and it's $4.99 on Amazon. But if you're part of Kindle Unlimited, it's free. Okay. So go there and get that book. Start reading it and start understanding the whole idea. There's a lot of questions in there to help you move things forward. You'll get a better sense of how this came about and what you want to be looking for. Okay. And then sign up for my newsletter at go to my website's 5yearmarriage.com.
Yeah.
So you can go there, sign up for my newsletter. You can reach me at Annmarie at 5yearmarriage.com.
Well, I absolutely love everything that you've got going on, your philosophy, your spirit, and your energy. I am grateful for it. Thank you so much for joining me. This will be the first of many times.
It is always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you.
I love her so much. Well, this will be the first of many times you're going to stop by and see me. I think that especially couples and families that are going through this are going to need a little bit more Annmarie on a weekly basis. So if we can find some time to connect and continue to give people the skills, tips, and tricks that they need to get through this and survive 5 years at a time. Thank you so much, honey.
I would love to do it. Thank you, Cheldin.
Oh, so amazing. another amazing, perfect way to start our day. From all of us here at This Is It TV, I'm Cheldin Barlatt Rumer. Don't forget to follow, fan, and like us everywhere you see at This Is It TV, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.